Yo, what is up to all the Snapcube fans and Sonic fans out there? The SOB is here. The wait is over. Stay tuned for an anticipated Snapcube reaction episode coming up right now. That is right, Snapcube fans! Snapcube has blessed us with something spectacular, and the SOB is here to react to it. But this time, the SOB is gonna be reacted to Sonic Destruction Episode 2 by Snapcube. You already know what this means, Snapcube fans! Penny Parker and AI Dungeon has collaborated to give us a special Sonic lore, and by the time we're finished listening to it, we're gonna see the blooper in a different light. So without further ado, let this reaction begin!
Let me know when y'all are ready.
I was born.
I'm ready.
I'm good to go.
Ready.
Welcome
Penny in the gang.
to episode 2 of our insanely gripping, Emmy Award-winning Sonic the Hedgehog serial drama. This
It was nominated for some reason. We don't actually know how we got
We
Yeah.
don't know. We got the award.
It was a Sonic
I guess
Demon.
the music was pretty good in it.
The people were starving for more of this.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a secret musical number that was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Last episode, lots of stuff happened. Sonic the Hedgehog, the main cliffhanger is that Sonic the Hedgehog, presumed to be dead, has been brought to life in human form.
Heard the prophecy.
Yeah, there's some stuff about a
heard the
prophecy.
prophecy.
There's some stuff about Eggman, Tails, and Jason King, and Amy, and just a like most of the cast
Gumby.
being a part of this like government organization. Gumby's there.
Wait, I just came up with a joke to add
Okay.
to the ones that
Yeah.
that were said earlier.
Go ahead.
Right.
And this is definitely not going to date it. This was the reason that Facebook went down 2 days ago. So this joke will not date the video whatsoever.
No,
It's never
the
been
video, but
recorded
2
this.
days ago.
Yeah, it really
2 days ago.
Dude,
Don't worry
it
really
about
fucked up if
this
you
very
fucking
specific trackable thing happened.
The incident.
Um,
The incident.
Days ago.
Other developments include Shadow and Elise escaped off to find Earth, I guess, because I guess they're not on Earth. The city of Station Square was destroyed, and other developments. So here we are.
There was a brief mention of how they had to stop a demon, and that they did it. But then there was the ultimate life form and Elise's cyber dragon.
Yeah.
You know.
The ultimate
Well, I assume
life
the ultimate
form.
life form is also dead.
Mr. Hot
I
Topic.
still firmly believe that this was based on Revelation, but continue.
Like the Bible.
Yes, like the Bible.
Okay.
Much like the Bible. It's identical, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, this-
Not
Sonic the
unlike the
Hedgehog and
Bible
the
in
Bible.
any way.
There's a lot of crossover there. Are we
it.
ready
He's
for
kind of a,
Yeah,
he's kind of
yeah,
a
you know.
Christ-like figure, you know.
You ready
what
for
I mean?
You know,
episode
having
2?
a self
Yeah.
I am ready for
hero.
episode 2.
I get to hear
multiplying fish,
Penny's
Judas is
sexy
there.
Sonic voice and
So everyone
Alfred
is
Coleman's
reprising
awesome
their
Eggman
roles,
voice.
from the previous episode, but there are a couple additive characters that I have given to the cast. We don't have to read them off just because they're not all main characters. So we'll figure them out as they come along. Robbie, feel free to start us off whenever.
Let's begin.
All right. Interior, City Hall, day. Jason King, the mayor, stands in awe in the middle of City Hall office. In front of him stands Amy, Rouge, Knuckles, Eggman, Tails, Silver, and most importantly, most shockingly, Sonic the Hedgehog, back from the dead. Except even more surprising than the fact that Sonic is alive is the fact that Sonic is clearly no longer a hedgehog. He is transformed into a human man. As to how either of these things occurred, no one knows why.
No one.
Oh my god, you can't just ask someone why they're a human man.
Why are you a human man?
The prophecy has been fulfilled. That was the whole entire point of this plan. You were dead, you're alive, the world has gone to shit.
It's gone to heaven compared to what it was, that's for sure.
Damn,
What?
scathing politics.
What happened to you?
It's a long story. I was brought back to life, though.
Okay.
Why would they go through all that trouble?
He did it for one
Amy.
reason. To beat you, Jason King. He said he wouldn't rest until he put an end to you. He brought me back to life so I could battle you. He put me up to this so none of his kind would have to fight.
brought him back to life to kick his ass.
Daedalus.
Daedalus?
That crazy bastard. I told him to his face that he was crazy.
And I was right, apparently.
I was right.
And I was right.
I love how he says it like he's in a fucking like he's an old like lumberjack in a pub. Like I told him to that crazy bastard. You know, I told him
That
to his
crazy
face.
bastard.
Son of a bitch.
That old so-and-so. He's still kicking.
Yeah, ask the wife.
Sonic maintains a stone face expression, despite the fact that Jason is laughing at him. Sonic slowly walks forward. Sonic grabs hold of the laughing, guffawing mayor. Sonic leaps into the air, and Sonic brings his knee up. Sonic, with one swift motion, headbutts the mayor in the nose.
Oh,
I thought
damn.
we were gonna get a fucking. I thought we were gonna get a fucking like and so I will break you.
Blood starts trickling down his nose. Sonic pulls his arm back and quickly slaps the mayor with both hands. The mayor stops laughing.
Was he
and looks
laughing
at
the
Sonic
whole
with a start. Yeah, just
laughing
Well,
as
until he was
gets headbutted.
discombobulated.
losing it. The mayor swiftly backs up and starts shaking. He's absolutely terrified. Sonic slowly stands back up with an extremely dark look in his eyes. His pupils have transformed into that of a reptilian creature.
What?
What the fuck?
That's also what Eggman said when he first saw Supersonic.
I'm sorry. I tried so hard to contain it.
Sonic leaps forward and tackles the mayor. They both fall down onto the cold stone ground. The two begin to wrestle. Sonic clearly has the upper hand, dominating the older man. He lands a devastating elbow right to the center of the mayor's face.
Damn.
Sonic, stop. You've made your point.
Sonic doesn't stop. He picks the mayor up off the ground.
I refuse to stop, motherfucker.
It's already dead.
The mayor flies in the air, flipping upside down.
Wow.
He slams onto the ground, back first. The mayor starts coughing up blood onto the white flooring. He gets up. And
Yo,
stares
what
at
is
the
this
blood on the
Eternal
floor.
Champions music I'm hearing?
You didn't need to do that.
Sonic pushes him over again. Sonic leaps onto his chest and starts punching him in the face repeatedly.
Wow. Yo, Sonic is out for fucking blood.
Sonic
Sonic
tries to
has to
hit
do
him with
this 40
ferocious
pages of-
intensity.
Someone stop him!
He smashes the mayor's face into a bloody pulp.
Great.
Sonic suddenly stops. He jumps off the mayor
Jesus.
and walks away.
Damn.
Prove your point. Oh, you the price. You can have your city back. You beat me, please.
Sonic City! Woohoo!
Sonic
At
doesn't
this
say a
rate,
word.
Sonic could be the president.
Sonic turns around and looks at the mayor. Sonic snarls, showing his teeth.
I can't believe my fucking dog has better comedic timing than I ever will.
No, this ain't over yet.
The mayor looks up at him in fear. Sonic leaps into the air. He gains momentum and comes crashing down, slamming his foot into the mayor's chest.
I'm kicking your ass
The
again,
blow knocks the
Mayor.
wind out of him and causes him to fall into unconsciousness.
Jesus.
Sonic gets
This
up
is a political assassination.
starts to walk away.
Wait! What about the...
I'm done here.
Sonic exits the room, leaving a trail of blood behind him.
Could be a child's hospital.
He leaves City Hall and looks at the burned-out husk of a town around him. Sonic smiles for the first time in what feels like years.
Evil Sonic.
Town? It's his.
Holy shit!
The town is his.
That's fucking awesome.
What the
Okay, wait.
hell?
Wait, Penny, was that you?
No, that wasn't me.
Are you what?
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Sonic.exe real?
More like Sonic EXT. Get it? Cause like the script.
Because it's the exterior, the forest. Day.
Nice.
Nice.
Shadow the Hedgehog and Princess Elise are sitting side by side on a rock, staring up at the clouds.
I didn't know you played an instrument, Shadow.
Yeah, I know how to play the piano. Well, I guess not me specifically, my user did.
You're what?
What?
I
know
Tron?
the video game. They know the
During
video
Tron?
game.
Yeah, looks at camera.
Wait, is
Like,
this,
this is fucking like a Ready Player One.
Is
Wait,
this
are
like
we in
fucking reboot? What is this?
I'm gonna say, are we at fucking Rude Mountain right now?
Yes.
You're so interesting. You know that? I always felt like we had a lot in common.
I guess we do.
Elise leans over and kisses Shadow on the cheek.
Great.
Shadow's face is filled with shock. He's blushing and is unsure of what to do.
What did you kiss me for?
Was that really necessary?
Was it really necessary? I'm the ultimate edgelord.
Come on, you're way too serious. Live a little.
No, shut up. I need to piss on a hot topic.
Why not?
I don't know. We're not married?
Shadow the Hedgehog is Mormon.
Shadow.
You must live by my one mantra. No ringy, no dingy.
What? No ringy, no dingy?
What does that have to do with anything?
Suddenly, Shadow's communicator goes off.
Shadow, we need you back at the Chaotix building. We've got another mission for you. We've been getting a lot of requests for you lately.
I'm not really in the mood right now, Vector. Can't you get someone else?
I'm not in the
What kind of
mood.
mission?
I need to find a
Could
hot
be
topic to piss on.
Aliens, search and rescue, investigating an odd noise. You know the deal.
Wow. You must be really good at what you do.
Yes,
Apparently
I'm great
not,
at being the
seeing as I'm
ultimate
turning down work.
edgelord.
Well, I guess I better get going. It was nice seeing you. Even if you were being a downer at first. And it was nice kissing you, too.
What?
What the fuck?
That
What
was
the
disgusting
fuck?
to say.
Yeah, no.
I'm
sorry.
I was shocked at how much you fucking sold that line because like it's like
Yeah, because it sucks.
Princess Elise has this in her
first and-
contract for every single work of fiction that uses her likeness. A hedgehog must be kissed in every single work of fiction.
oh
It's
my
in her
God.
contract.
She's a
It's in
serial
there.
hedgehog kisser.
She's kind of a freak.
First and foremost,
She has a fetish for hedgehogs.
ew. Second, Shadow, did you hear me?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Interior, Chaotix building, day. Shadow enters the building, where Vector is waiting for him.
There you are, Shadow. Where were you?
None of your business. What's the job?
None of your business.
Surveillance job. We need you to keep an eye on a potential suspect.
Who?
Some scientist working at a facility called Skyguard.
What's he
What?
up to? I'm assuming that he's male.
I love assumptions. Who knows? Probably nothing good. Just keep an eye on him. We'll pay you the standard fee for this.
Okay, so I don't know about Sonic lore, but I don't think that's what Chaotix does, is it?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No.
Awesome.
No.
The Chaotix are an investigation agency. They don't work with Shadow. But I guess
Awesome.
he's just here.
Yeah, but I guess they just don't want to work, so they're just outsourcing now.
Yeah, they're just outsourcing.
They want to take a vacation.
Yeah, the other members are just chilling out. They need.
Yeah, it's
some
Charmy's
break time.
birthday. It's Charmy's birthday, and we need someone to cover.
I'm trying to get him a birthday cake.
And if I find out he's up to something,
We'll pay you double.
oh, all right.
But, you do realize this is an odd job, right? I'm gonna take that one again.
What?
But,
I liked it.
You do realize this is an odd job, right?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, it's an odd job. The main job is you just have to watch this guy. If anything happens, break the window of his car.
Anything happens, break his windows, break his car windows. What the hell?
Rob him blind. Take care of his stuff. If you get what I'm saying. If anything happens,
The signal is set fire to his house.
if anything happens, break the window of his car, and we'll know you need backup.
Break his
Like
shit.
That'd be a better
just
signal.
explaining the concept of like side quests.
Yeah.
Well, it's a side quest.
Also, I like this follow-up question of, but what if I need backup?
God.
Well,
I think he just stopped listening after break the window of his car.
he just got so giddy he was lost in the fantasy of it.
Don't you think if you need backup, that we'll already know and we'll be there? I mean, we've got a satellite over the city. We got drones watching from the sky, and we got invisible satellites too.
Drones and invisible satellites.
The Chaotix Patriot Act.
He's fucking the city-state, the surveillance city-state run by chaotics.
turns out he was doing that Batman shit before Batman started doing it.
We put tracking chips into everybody with the coronavirus vaccine.
We're deep in the government's pockets, Shadow.
Why do you think we
Batman
set
got
up these
the idea.
5G towers?
5G
Turns out
towers.
I was Big Brother the whole time.
How do you know they're invisible?
Why does he keep asking questions like this?
Listen, I'm just asking
Best
questions,
answer
okay?
coming up. Best answer makes perfect sense. Listen.
It's easy. Just look for the guy in the.
Go it again.
Sorry.
Just look for the guy in the tight suit and the sunglasses walking around.
Honey,
It
Got it.
explains so much.
Yeah, okay.
listen, just look for Agent Smith, okay?
Yeah.
Funny.
God.
It was
So?
very funny, to be fair.
Do you accept the job?
Sure, why not? Might be good to get my mind off of things.
Glad
Like
to hear
pissing
it.
on Hot
Charmy
Topics.
B enters the room.
Hey everyone, it's me, Charlie.
That's not the
Whoa!
fucking voice I'm doing.
That was deep as hell.
God.
I heard you were taking the job.
What are you doing here, Charlemagne?
What are you doing here, Charlemagne?
Wait. I love this exchange. I love this exchange. Keep reading. I love this exchange.
Keep reading.
I work here.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You're not smart enough to do any of the stuff that requires a brain.
Next scene.
Owned.
Charlie the Bee is dead.
Oh, he just
Charlemagne B found dead on his birthday.
I'm worried that that's gonna be like the only line we see of Charmy, and like he just shows up just to get
No,
fucking
Charmy does
slaughtered.
show up again.
Just to get yelled at.
Fuck, could you imagine? You're not smart enough to do any of the stuff that requires.
You're too dumb to do anything.
Charmy, you yellow fuck. How dare you be born in my world?
Interior City Hall. Evening. Amy, Rouge, Knuckles, Eggman, Tails, and Silver gather around the Book of Prophecies. It is closed on the table.
We're almost ready for tonight. I just need to do one more check on the Book of Prophecies to make sure everything is in order. Okay, let's... Oh, wait. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me just... Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
Let's go.
Good.
Let's see. The one known as Shadow will find himself at a crossroad. Will he save the world or allow it to burn?
Oh, he's gonna let it burn.
So, did you bring it?
I've got it right here.
Silver takes out a black cube with glowing buttons on it.
What is that?
A place to...
Jesus Christ. Perfect for playing
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts.
You know, a PlayStation 2. Black cube with glowing buttons on it.
Behold,
PlayStation 2.
my
They don't
PlayStation
have
2,
them here?
motherfuckers.
I've heard of them, but never seen one. I didn't know that they were so small now.
It's a lot smaller. I'm just trying to understand what that means.
They got the slim
model.
This is
Yeah,
Slim. It's a
Slim.
PlayStation Slim.
It's a lot smaller than the last one.
What are you two doing? We need to focus.
What are you two fucking talking about?
I'm focused, and this will help me focus.
Silver puts the PS2 on the table. Tails turns to Knuckles.
It's fine, Knuckles.
He needs to concentrate. Just keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't break anything.
The PlayStation 2 startup noise, it starts in the background.
Silver turns to Knuckles.
It'll be fine. I just need to do this.
Silver puts in the game and turns on the PS2. It shows a familiar sight.
Ah, here it is.
Silver grabs a pad of paper and a pen. He begins to sketch the screen.
No, Silver, the TV. Okay, let's see. The main character is a black hedgehog with red shoes.
Oh my God.
There's the logo. Did he?
No, just hold on. Just keep reading. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Is that who I think it is?
Yeah, it's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sup, bitches?
Knuckles picks up the
Sorry,
cube from the table and stares at it in disbelief.
What are you doing?
This game. It's non-fiction. You're playing Shadow's life.
What the fuck?
Put that down. It's expensive.
Kenny, why did you put Shadow the Hedgehog fandom spoilers in this?
This is all fucking AI Dungeon, I assure you.
I know.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Do you remember a scene or two ago when Shadow the Hedgehog was like, well, you know, my operator knows how to play the piano.
I am telling you, we have to keep going. There is some shit in this one.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, Penny said there's some major shit in this one.
Here he is. That's the main character.
Knuckles stares at the screen.
Is this true?
I can't lie to you, Knuckles. You deserve the truth.
The camera slowly zooms in on Silver as the screen turns to the Sega logo.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
What?
Interior, Skyguard, evening. Shadow stands looking out the window at the city of Acorn in the distance. He walks away from the window and turns to face the door.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, I'm Shadow the
Shadows I
Hedgehog.
should know about.
No, I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
The door opens. Shadow looks to see who it is. He sees a small flying robot about the size of a soccer ball floats into the room. Shadow hides so as not to compromise his position. He has to find He has to find the scientist he was supposed to keep an eye on. Can't let him leave. The robot floats around the room, scanning the ground. It stops, scanning the bed Shadow was lying on. The robot looks around the room, confused. It lifts up into the air, flying out of the room. Shadow stays put, waiting to see where it went. Shadow hears the Shadow hears the sounds of electric engines. He steps out of the room and into the small hallway. He looks around. The hallway's empty. He hears the engines again, this time coming from behind a door to the right. Shadow opens the door. Inside, he finds a robot with a red circular body and a long black telescope for a neck.
Omega.
The robot has one large black eye. The robot is plugged into the wall. Shadow recognizes this robot. The robot is a security android, or SLIN for short. Shadow knows this robot types records of everything it sees. The last thing Shadow needs right now is for this robot to see him. He pulls out a chaos spear.
What? Okay.
He pulls out a chaos spear and charges
What
it
the hell's a
with dark
chaos
energy.
sphere?
He enters the room and approaches the robot, ready to destroy it before it can see him. Shadow raises his spear, but stops himself. He notices the robot is looking at him, or rather, through him. The robot doesn't see him. He realizes the robot is blind. Shadow feels stupid. He drops the spear and leaves the room. The robot's voice buzzes through the air.
Alright, identified. Unregistered creature detected. And voice authorization required.
A hatch opens in the robot's body, revealing a screen. A keyboard pops out of the screen.
Voice authorization.
A hatch on the opposite wall opens, revealing a red button. Shadow looks at it, wondering what it is. Shadow presses the button. The screen lights up. The keyboard disappears back into the robot's body.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog.
I wish.
That'd be so good, yeah.
Receive voice authorization. Welcome, Master Chief.
The robot's eyes turn from red to green.
Threat identified. Unregistered creature detected. Entry denied.
The robot floats into the corner of the room and shuts off.
Wheel.
Jesus.
Shadow leaves the robot behind and searches the complex. He moves quickly through the hallways, staying alert for anything out of the ordinary. He keeps his distance, never letting anything get too close. He then hears a familiar voice. It's the scientist he's meant to locate and watch. Shadow follows the sound of the voice. It leads him to a large room filled with scientists working away at their computers. He looks around, trying to find the voice's owner. He looks to the left. He looks to the right. He then sees him in the back of the room. Dr. Gerald is at a terminal, reading through some files. He doesn't realize his microphone is on, and he's speaking out loud.
And those idiots think I killed them over a few stupid mistakes? You know what? I would!
I'd kill 100 children to keep this company alive.
The man giggles, as if the thought of murder is amusing to him.
Oh my god, he's the Joker!
Jeff the killer!
I'm not even supposed to be here!
Gerald closes the file in his hands and gets up from the terminal. He's about to leave, until he spots Shadow hiding in the shadows. His eyes widen in fear.
He's here.
Silver's not very good at this game. Shadow steps out of the darkness and approaches Gerald. Gerald trembles in utter terror.
You were saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
Gerald seems to know who Shadow is and why he's here.
Liar.
Shadow steps forward and grabs him by the collar of his coat. He lifts him into the air.
Why did you lie?
Don't you know that lying is against the Lord's plan?
I'm going
Thou
to make
shalt
lying illegal.
Gerald is unable to speak. He can only tremble in fear. Shadow sees a Dr. Wyatt across the room in a similar predicament. She too is in a state of fear, but her expression tells Shadow she'd rather die than show fear. Shadow drops Gerald on the floor, and he looks at her.
Why would a doctor thrive around death, but be afraid to die?
Holy shit.
Wow.
Okay.
Holy shit.
What a lie.
Holy shit,
It's a really good
Shadow.
line.
Oh.
He walks over to the woman and lifts her into the air. She gasps, too terrified to scream. Shadow takes her over to the tank with the G-type.
The what?
Gerald watches in horror, but does nothing to intervene.
Do you know what this is?
Why is he whispering?
What? What did he
Shadow
say?
ASMR.
Do you know what this is? Pulls out a hairbrush.
Starts tapping on it.
He points at the tank. The woman shakes her head.
Liar, liar.
He drops her.
Stop! Leave her alone, you monster!
You're a monster, and I'm the hero.
What?
Hero does not kill.
Oh,
The woman
no.
struggles to get back up, but upon hearing her words, Shadow drops her again.
Oh, no, wait, you're right. That's one of the 10 Commandments. What did you say?
You heard me.
And it turns out I actually didn't hear what the fuck you just said.
Wait, this next line's really raw too.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
fucking heard me.
And what would you know of it? A weakling doctor too cowardly to act.
Suddenly, Shadow's communicator chimes in. It's Vector's voice on the other line.
Shadow! The mission has been scrubbed! The government is onto us! You're being ordered to head back to HQ immediately!
Understood, I'll be there shortly.
He looks to Gerald and Dr. Wyatt.
The mission will just have to wait.
He flips his communicator off and considers his options. He could stun them with a stun gun, knock them out with a gas bomb, or simply kill them.
Wow.
The meta of Silver playing the game though.
Yeah, it does.
Wait.
Please choose one. A. Stun gun. B. Knockout gas. C. Kill them.
Oh
All right, everybody
I'm voting
watching
for
this
B.
video, go ahead and post in the
Yeah,
comments
vote.
below.
Click on those annotations.
Click on this annotation,
There's a
and
poll
you're gonna go
available
ahead
in
and
the description.
Here's what
Yeah,
I
I
need
vote-
you to do. I need you to write a letter. I need you to write a letter to your local government office, and I need you to tell them your choice.
Send your choice to P.O. Box
All right,
420.
everybody. I think we're getting the results in. Seems to be C. Kill them.
Yeah! Yeah!
Woo!
I'll tear them apart.
As Gerald and Dr. Wyatt wait for their fate, Shadow laughs maniacally and takes a step towards the two of them. Gerald closes his eyes and braces for impact. Dr. Wyatt is the same. Shadow grabs Gerald with unnatural speed and holds him in the air.
Do you know why your experiment failed?
Experiment? You mean the ultimate life form? That was no experiment. It was an unadulterated forward progress. I mean, just look at what it did to your friend.
Gerald presses a button on a nearby console. A screen lights up with security footage of the battle between Sonic and the ultimate life form. Sonic lies on the floor, taking his final breath.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Maybe not, but it's what made the project so interesting. And it's what gave me the idea.
Shadow drops Gerald.
Idea?
Yes, the idea that by creating life, you can avoid death.
Avoid death? You can't avoid death. You can only postpone it.
Precisely.
Gerald smiles as if he's just won an argument.
I'm so smart.
Gerald Robotnik is a
I
skeptic
am so
YouTuber.
I am so smart.
Anytime somebody says something in contradiction,
Let's say, for the
he just
sake
says
of argument.
exactly.
Shadow, why don't they just sell their houses and move?
Shadow, why do they call it oven when they oven the cold food out hot?
Tell me, Shadow, if we evolved from monkeys, then why are there still monkeys?
They should just print money.
Sell their houses to who, Gerald? Fucking Aquaman?
Come now, Shadow. If women are oppressed, then why silence?
Hypocrite that you are, for you trust the chemicals in your brain to tell you they are chemicals. All knowledge is ultimately based on that which we cannot prove. Will you fight, or will you perish like a dog?
And yes, you are in a society.
Curious. Oh my god.
Vector chimes in again on the communicator.
Shadow, please tell me you're on your way.
I just got done telling you I was.
Stop nagging me, Mom.
Shadow glares at Gerald and uses
Stop
chaos
fucking
control to
nagging
teleport
me,
out of the
you
room.
son of a bitch.
Gerald sighs in disappointment.
Bye.
No more fun.
The video cuts to static, then goes back to the news report. The anchor is standing in front of the ruins of Station Square.
What was that foot? Was that all recorded?
Wait, was it on the screen?
I think it was the video of Sonic.
No,
that
I
was,
think
that was on the screen of the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, the video of Sonic dying.
That's true.
Oh, I just assumed it was
Yeah.
supposed to be like an avant-garde cut.
But among the rubble and carnage, remaining citizens of Station Square just have one question. Who was behind this destruction? And what happens when they return? Hungry for more.
Hungry.
Exterior, city streets.
What the hell?
Yummy.
Sonic the Human struts down the street.
Sonic the
A
Human.
cigarette hanging from his mouth.
Oh God, that's so
What
good.
happened? Wait.
His clothes are heavily gothic, and his hair is dyed an obnoxious shade of red.
He's an emo now?
He saw a bunch
Spider-Man
of preps and he
3.
put up his middle finger at them.
He's turning into a crust punk.
He's turning into Shadow.
My town. Bad guys better watch out. I'm gonna kick their asses.
He laughs at his own terrible joke.
So where to?
Sonic spies a trio of figures sitting in a park bench. They're heavily damaged, and they seem to be covered in scales. As he gets closer, he realizes they're robots.
Hello.
Oh, scaly bot. Let's
What
go.
the hell?
Sonic looks around. There are dozens of the figures, all similar to the three on the bench. He walks over. Sonic leans forward and squints. trying to read what is left of the plaque at the base of the bench. He manages to make out one word. Friends.
What the fuck is going on?
That's what I'm wondering. I have
clearly
no
friends.
idea what the hell's going on here.
The robots are littered throughout the city. All that's left are their exoskeletons, broken beyond repair. As he walks back to the bench, his communicator begins to beep. He flips it open.
What?
Shadow! Why aren't you at the base?
Shadow, you got the wrong number. Screw off.
Why is Sonic on the same line as the
Oh my god, the callbacks. It's all connecting. It's all coming together.
Actually, I don't think I have.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Definitely do.
What does that mean, Vector?
What? Hedgehog
The
is the
confidence.
Imagine if, like, you got a call from a stranger and you just told them, sorry, wrong number, and they told you,
No, it's not.
That's happened to me before.
so you've lived this whole story then.
Every single act of this, yes.
You know how this ends.
Wait, this script is non-fiction. It's telling the story of Sophie's life.
Sonic says, "That's right. I'm Sophie."
Okay, so
I'm
so
Sophie
which one-
the human.
Who's being played by who's the user?
Oh shit.
The camera pans out, revealing dozens of these robots scattered throughout the city.
Vector, it's Sonic. Shadow's on a different line. Is there something I can help you with?
Actually, yes. I'm sending you a video of what we saw in the news. We need your help identifying it.
The video footage begins to play on the small screen of the communicator. It shows hundreds of these robots, identical to those that litter the streets of this forsaken city.
So, what do you think?
This is definitely the work of the...
A tremor shakes the earth, knocking the communicator from Sonic's hand. He scrambles to recover it.
Shit! What the hell was that?
An aftershock, probably. We're on the outskirts of Station Square.
What?
You're still at that bench?
Yeah?
What? Hey there, we'll come to you.
How did he know about the bench? How did he know about
How did
the
he know
bench?
about the bench?
He's got
satellite.
How did he know about the
They're
bench?
FaceTiming.
Because he was
The
over
satellite.
on the bench.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's right. He's a
Well,
field.
here's the problem.
He's the head of a
Here's the problem,
surveillance
though.
state.
Over and drones
Here's the-
flying
here's the
over the
thing-
city.
Here's the problem
Were you
that you haven't
not
thought
paying
about, though.
attention?
How do you know they're invisible?
Well, if you
Because
just
they're
see a guy in a
walking
tight
around in
suit,
suits.
you know,
Find
walking
the
around.
guy with the hat.
It's that easy. You
But
need
the
to look for
question-
the
but
man
the-
in the tight suit
okay,
with the glasses.
Okay, but the question is, who is the man in the tight suit with the glasses?
You are.
Alfred?
Wait,
Alfred?
what?
It's me.
Alfred? Get the fuck out of my room.
The invisible satellite.
The communicator line closes. Sonic pockets the device and sits down on the bench. On top of the robots, I guess. From out of view, we hear Amy's voice call to Sonic.
Sonic!
She runs up to his side, panting.
Please, stay here. This is no place for someone like you.
Her voice trembles. It's clear she's terrified of what lies ahead, but feels obligated to see it through. Sonic sighs. He feels he has no choice but to help the girl. He takes her hand in his, not knowing whether or not she'll accept his assistance.
Amy, what are you talking about? Of course I'll help.
You will?
Sonic nods, smiling at her. She gives him a big hug.
Oh, thank you. I promise I'll do everything I can to help you, too.
He chuckles to himself, amused by her... oh god, I hate this word. Amused by her naivety. Naivety?
Naivete.
Naivete.
Nativity.
Amused by her...
Amused by her nativity.
Amused by her naivete. If she only knew the things he's seen, the monsters he's fought. The two walk towards the wreckage of the train station. On the way, they pass another bench with another plaque on it. The plaque reads Daedalus in large, fancy letters.
What does that say?
Daedalus in large, fancy letters.
What does that say?
She points to the plaque. Sonic looks at it, squinting in an effort to read it.
Daedalus. Strange. That's the same name as I heard during my transformation.
What?
What's it mean?
He thinks for a moment, then shakes his head.
No, I'm sure about this. It was the name of the scientist who did this to me.
He takes a few steps, then turns back around.
The city's layout is very simple. A road leads into the center where the train station is located. All the other roads branch off from it, creating a perfect grid. Let's start there.
They continue walking. The sun beats down on them, and soon they find themselves drenched in sweat.
Ew.
Nasty.
As they walk, strange noises sound in the distance. Occasionally, a strange person walks by, staring at them with dead eyes. There's something very strange about the city. It's as if it's not quite real. As if the inhabitants are all nothing more than ghosts.
I am a ghost.
Well, we didn't kill in the last episode.
Yeah, they all died.
They reach the train station. In the end of the road. In front of them is a short wall, and then the tracks beyond it. Nothing else is in sight.
This is it.
She sighs and wipes her forehead with the back of her sleeve. A moment of silence passes between them.
I have to leave now.
Sonic nods.
Okay.
It's like a fucking toddler. Just like, I have to go now.
I was gonna say your delivery, it's written as if it's like wistful, but the way he delivered it was very like, okay, I'm gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese now.
I have to go now.
Like,
My
it's
planet
just
needs
very,
me.
like,
Mom and Dad don't talk anymore. I gotta go.
Sonic nods. He doesn't try to convince her to stay, or even say goodbye. He knows it's for the best.
I just wanted to thank you for all your help.
She wraps her arms around him in a big hug.
I'll never forget you.
Sonic wraps his arms around her, giving her a reassuring squeeze. He closes his eyes, as if thinking, God, I wish I could come with you.
What?
Holy shit.
Okay, he doesn't want to die.
Goodbye.
She turns and begins to walk away. He opens his eyes and releases her from his grasp, watching as she disappears into the city streets. Sonic turns back around. He looks down at the plaque on the bench. The same bench she is sitting on.
From really far away.
Wait, keep going.
He picks up the plaque and reads it. What about that hard goodbye?
Wow, they
I
are
love it because
having
it has
way
the
too much
energy
fun
of,
with
like,
this.
when you accidentally like get too far away from an NPC that's like expositioning,
Yeah.
and it's like they're still talking about the world building and stuff, but you're like exploring and picking up physics objects and shit.
Yeah.
Or like when you think you're done with the conversation with someone and you start walking
Yeah.
away,
Yeah.
but then
It's
they
like
keep talking. You're
The
like,
War of
oh,
Gilgamesh happened in 19...
Greetings, traveler. Have you
Heard all about how the
Anyways, I really.
No, guys. See, the thing is, we fucking finally figured out. We figured out the trick to making comedy is just to move.
Is just move further away from your
Literally
area.
anything you say at all can be really funny if you just.
It's working!
It's true because the more times you tell a joke, the funnier it gets.
Right now. Is this how it works? Hello?
Jackson, you're getting closer. Stop.
We're gonna be
Well,
looks like
close.
it's
You
up
got
to
it,
me.
bud. You got it. Okay. All right.
Man, I fucking love Monkey Watch.
Check out this line. He looks at the bench. The plaque is gone now.
What? How's it going?
Okay.
Well, yeah, he picked it up.
He was haunted
It's
that
not on
whole
the
time.
bench
He was
anymore.
reliving something.
He rubs his eyes and looks again, but it's still gone.
Daedalus. Who was he? Why did he do this to me?
Sonic tries to recall the night he transformed into what he is now. He tries to recall where his name, Daedalus, came from, and how it entered his mind. How it became the key to his confusion. But nothing's there. It's all black. Darkness. It's maddening trying to remember. Shadow. How did he remember all those years ago? He was once lost, too. He must have some secret to remembering. Sonic had to get in contact with Shadow, fast. He would know what to do. He always did. Perhaps with his help, This mystery could be solved. Sonic takes off down the road, following it through the city streets.
That feels like an actual Sonic story beat.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the ghost of Shadow appears
That
to him saying,
does.
"Hey, really annoying not being able to remember
Sucks,
anything."
doesn't it? God, Shadow must know the secret to remembering. Just period.
Of course, yeah.
How does
he's so
he
good
know
at
He's
it.
really
how to
good at remembering
remember?
stuff.
He's so
He's
good
remembered
at
all
remembering.
kinds of things before.
He is
so
the
good at
best at
retaining
remembering.
his
That's his
memory.
superpower. Is past sight.
Oh god, I
Just wait,
glanced down and
keep
saw
going.
the fucking wall of
Oh,
text waiting for
Jesus.
me.
Interior City Hall, evening. Silver and Knuckles sit in front of the PlayStation 2 screen. Knuckles is in awe at the information he just learned. It makes no sense to him.
Wait a minute. You're Shadow? That can't be right. I've seen Shadow and I've seen you, and you two are nothing alike.
That's because Shadow is a creature of pure darkness and negative energy. He's
Holy
pure
shit, good
evil.
luck with this next
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Keep going, keep going.
I'm so scared.
No, that's not what evil is.
Trust me, he is. But I'm getting off topic. Shadow was once a normal hedgehog until one fateful day when Dr. Eggman attacked our village. He killed my mother and destroyed our home. But it wasn't just any village. It was a place called Soliana, a haven for hedgehogs and a place of great magical power. As most fairy tales do, this one starts with a princess. Her name was Elise, and she was the princess of Soliana. She was beloved by all, especially my father, King Gerald. She was beautiful.
What? Holy fuck! Prince
Wait,
Shadow.
there's a lot
wait,
taken
wait,
here.
wait.
Go.
She was beautiful. Soliana was a small kingdom, but it was rich with magic and the land was very fertile. The people there were happy and my family ruled them well. I was an only child, and one day I hoped to rule at my father's side. That was until Dr. Eggman came and burned it all to the ground. When the attack
Burned to the
began, I
ground?
wasn't in
So no.
Soliana. I was at an offshore paradise kingdom called Epirus on a school trip.
What?
Epirus was a very
What?
rich kingdom, and the school warned us to see how the upper... And the school wanted us to see how the upper class lived. I remember
What the fuck?
Look, I get it. Sad past and all that. That still doesn't explain how you and Shadow can be the same person.
It was a Friday.
I'm sorry, this fucking reminds me of when my brother was a toddler and I'd be looking for something and I'd be like, hey Sean, do you know where my Game Boy is? And he'd be like, yeah, and he'd take me into like every room of the house being like,
That's really cute. That's some
That's
sussy
adorable.
God, there's a lot to take in here.
That's what this feels like.
There's a lot to take in here, but I'll wait until the rest of this is done before I say anything.
I'm getting to that. As I said, it was a Friday. The day wasn't over though. We were having a picnic. The teachers wanted us to stay the weekend, but I really wanted to go home. It was my dad's birthday on Sunday. I remember I was feeling down on that day. Everyone at school was friends, but I had no one at home. I just wanted to go back to Soliana. The adults started arguing amongst themselves. I wasn't really paying attention, but it was something about maintaining a low profile and not wanting to start any trouble.
What?
I didn't want to get in trouble, so I quietly packed up my stuff. I left the school and I left school and was riding home on my hoverboard when I saw
What?
something head over the surface. It was a meteorite from the ground.
Oh my god!
Wait, keep going.
Keep going.
I rubbed my eyes, but it didn't go away. I saw a glimpse of something shiny falling from the meteorite, and then it exploded. The king and queen of Epirus were in.
What the hell? What in the hell? What? What the hell?
What is going on? Keep going.
I'm losing brain cells here.
The king and queen of Epirus were in that meteor. They died on impact. That's how I
Surely Silver must have gotten in trouble for that.
I didn't get in trouble though. I just put two and two together, but I didn't show up the next day. They looked for me for days, but they never found me. I changed too much.
He's Shadow.
Wait, did he originally look like Shadow and then the meteor changed?
Next two lines are extremely important. Silver.
Okay. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's just get back to Shadow.
Oh my god!
He originally looked like Shadow, and then he was hit by a meteor, and now he's Silver?
Maybe.
So a lot taken in that is that Elise was the princess of Soliana, but also Silver was part of the royal family and an only child.
Right?
Which means that Elise had to marry into the family, which means she kissed another fucking hedgehog.
Oh my
God damn it!
Plot twist!
Oh.
She can't keep getting away with this!
Chase, take it away.
Okay.
Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
Tails and Eggman enter the room again. Tails is carrying some sort of toolbox, and the doctor is carrying a big metal briefcase. They put them on the table and open them up.
I'm done. Are you?
Yes, I'm done. Let's see if this does the trick.
Tails and Dr. Eggman take 2 electrodes each and attach them to their heads. They make sure they're secure, then flip a few switches on the briefcase.
What?
Inception?
Don't worry. It's perfectly safe.
I wasn't worried.
You were thinking it.
Nope.
Yes, you were. Well, stop thinking whatever it is you were thinking then.
What the fuck?
He flips another switch. Electricity begins to course through each of their bodies, but they don't scream or make any indication of pain. Instead, they close their eyes and tilt their heads back.
Doctor!
What?
What if it doesn't work?
It'll work.
But what if it doesn't?
It will work!
Can you at least give us a percentage on whether or not it'll work?
No!
Try to get along, shall we?
He flips the switch again, and soon they all fall unconscious. Cut.
What?
Interior Chaotix building. Night.
What? Wow.
Interior Chaotix building. Night. Rouge steps into the main headquarters of the Chaotix, Book of Prophecies in hand. She sees Shadow, Vector, and Charmy all excitedly discussing plans for their next mission. She walks up to the group and slaps the book down in front of them.
You know, not to sound ungrateful, but for a subplot surrounding the Chaotix, I would assume that Knuckles would be a little bit more involved.
I'm sorry, I tried so fucking hard, Chase.
Where's Espio?
I think it's...
Where's
Espio is a character?
Got it, yeah, sorry.
Isn't in this. Espio the Chameleon is a character in the Sonic the
Got it,
Hedgehog
sorry.
comics.
Sorry,
Come
of
on.
course.
Come on.
I think Espio's been around the whole time. He's just invisible.
Yeah, he's just...
He's the invisible... Yeah.
But how,
He's the invisible satellite!
He's the invisible satellite.
but how would
He's
you
the
know
invisible
if he
satellite.
was invisible?
Oh my
Well, you
God.
see, because then Vector will be wearing a tight suit and sunglasses.
It's so easy. If you want to find the invisible Chaotix member, just look for the satellite in a tight suit and sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yes. Daedalus.
The 3 chuckle.
So, you went and read it then?
You know damn well I did. What's this?
That is the ancient journal of an ancient mage. He made lots of predictions, most of which have already come true.
Ancient predictions.
Yeah, big whoop.
Who's Daedalus?
I told you about him. He's the guy I got these powers from.
You never told us his name, let alone that he had a journal of prophecy, or that he intended to turn our friend into a weird human man.
I never met him, so how would I know?
Stop talking in circles and explain!
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought your brain was big enough to handle it.
I'm really going to eat your ass out!
Fine.
He opens the book, turning to a page that has symbols and letters written in blood-red ink.
You guys ever heard of the Harbingers?
Oh my god.
Never.
Doesn't ring a bell.
They were some sort of cult that worshipped Dark Gaia around the time of the Middle Ages.
And?
I don't know, that's all it says.
Bruce snatches the book and reads the passages for herself.
Gimme!
You're lying. I literally just read this a few hours ago.
Then why the fuck are you asking?
I wanted to see if you knew.
I'm not lying. And what's the point of all this anyway?
The point is, we're in a whole heap of trouble. If this Daedalus has it out for you, then he's probably not going to be the only one.
Hell if I care. By the way, what's all this about someone turning into a human? You seem keen to skip the details of that part.
You're not gonna like it.
I already don't like it. Just tell me.
Sonic the Hedgehog has been transformed, seemingly by Daedalus, into a human being. No one knows how it happened, but he was killed and resurrected in that form. Once he came to, he met with us at City Hall and beat the shit out of Mayor King.
And you let him get away with that?
Yeah.
Holy shit, this next one.
Yeah, I kicked
He's
the
the
bear's
fastest
ass.
thing in
He ain't do
existence. He's
shit.
not getting caught by a bunch of fucks like us.
Damn kids today! Getting all the powers?
What the fuck is wrong with kids these days?
You know me? A crocodile?
We're back to that again.
Maybe we should just focus on our next move.
Good idea. Probably the first one you've had. We need to...
Sorry. I'm going to eviscerate you.
I'd like to see you try. We need to find Daedalus and bring him down.
How exactly do you expect us to do that? He's probably hiding out in some abandoned castle where nobody dares go.
Good thing we don't fear the impossible, then. We'll just camp out there and wait for him. And when he arrives, we'll take him out and bring him back here as prisoner.
Yeah!
What if he's got some sort of magical protection?
What if he's got a lot of magical protection?
What if he's only got a little bit of magic? What if he's got all the magical protection? I swear to God, I will not be the one to fall to some mage.
Just famous for hating wizards.
Wait, this next line's
I
good.
fucking hate wizards.
That whole sequence feels like something that we would actually come up with on a dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
dumb dialogue. Wait, no, this is actually the best line, and this is like moon logic I need to adopt for like the future dubs.
I don't think he's likely to have protection against us. He's probably expecting the military to come after him, not a bunch of super-powered animals.
So, where are we gonna search?
Suddenly, their conversation is interrupted by the door to the office slamming open. On the other side stands, speak of the devil, Sonic the Human. He locks eyes with Shadow pleadingly. Sonic begins to speak, but Shadow shuts him down immediately.
Don't even try to plead your case. You know damn well what you did.
Sonic nods, looking defeated.
Shadow, I understand you're pissed. I mean, you have every right to be, but I'm begging you, hear me out. I need help, and it's something only you can help me with.
Make it quick. I haven't got all day.
Sonic nods, breathing deeply. He looks at his friends nervously.
I can't remember anything. Nothing after our talk in the hotel room or before waking up like this. Shadow, I know you of all hedgehogs understand what it's like to have a piece of you missing. I need to know how this happened. What happened to the city? Why I feel almost joyful when I look at the state it's in. I need to know.
So, that's your plea then. You're just going to shamelessly appeal to my sense of loss. For a time before I had my memories taken from me. Well, I have a plea of my own. A warning to you and your little friends. Cross me, and I'll do worse than take your memories.
Shadow turns away from the trio before stopping.
Shit.
You did this to me!
uttered by a man.
Not exactly. I just didn't stop my subordinate. He strictly follows orders. That's how he became a commander in the first place.
Sorry, Robbie's dying right now.
Whoa!
That's so funny. Fuck me. Shadow turning away. Go. Oh shit.
Shit.
So fucking funny.
Like he accidentally gave it. Like he meant to do a cooler turnaround, but he like tripped on something.
He just admitted that he took his memories to himself.
Yeah, take that shadow line again, Ryan.
Not exactly. I just didn't stop my subordinate. He strictly follows orders. That's how he became a commander in the first place.
He points to a nearby soldier.
Get rid of these assholes.
The soldier salutes before a bunch of them restrain Shadow's friends.
Let me go! Let go of me, you stupid fuck!
The soldier knocks out a protesting Charmy easily. Easily. Shadow shakes his head before turning to the rest of the group.
What a terrible waste of resources.
They're children!
So were the soldiers that died under my command. We all make sacrifices in the name of victory.
What the hell are you playing at, Shadow?
Stop Shadow 2012.
What would
Shadow 2012!
Holy fuck!
What would Elise think of this? Killing children, even if they are monsters, it's not what she would want.
Killing children, even if they are boo boys.
Sonic hates
I
Watch
thought,
Shadow on the
fuck?
holograms. Killing younglings.
I thought you were smart. Yet you still haven't learned anything. Fine. I'll assist you this once.
Shadow waves his hand over his face, and suddenly, it's as if an illusion
He's John
begins to
Cena
fade
now.
away. You can't see him! His figure morphing away from the familiar and revealing something new.
What?
Something sinister.
Huh?
And something unexpected. The transformation completes, and in front of them, where Shadow once stood, stands Daedalus. Daedalus begins to chuckle, a low rumbling emanating from his throat.
Daedalus? What the hell?
What, you never suspected me?
Shadow said you were dead!
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that's a penny line. Penny line.
He didn't know. I used my power over the mind to make him think I was dead.
Why?
No one said you were dead.
I needed time to plan after that fool Dr. Eggman attacked my home. He calls us monsters now. He's the one that unleashed horrors upon this world.
I didn't say that.
Me? Shut up, me. I'm
Shut
just
up,
using
me.
my gifts to better the world.
That's bullshit, and you know it!
Sadly, few see it that way.
You're right about one thing. This world does need help. Or it doesn't need help from someone like you.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Wait, why is it? Okay, I guess it's a shadow.
I do like a fucking Jekyll Hyde situation where I turn back to Shadow.
You twitch really quickly and your head turns into Shadow.
To you, nothing is ever enough. You can never be happy with what you have.
Exactly! You're slowly going insane and don't even realize it!
When I'm going insane.
Now where is the real Shadow?
Yeah, I'd like to get back to my mission.
The real Shadow is dead. He has been dead for years. You just didn't want to accept it. Soon even you will abandon your mission and join.
Sonic, you have to forget about the accident. It was 20 years ago.
You need to move on. That's why Amy faded away and the plaque wasn't there. That's why they went to like just like a fucking busted up wall. And
That's
she
why
was just
all the
like,
residents of the town are ghosts.
She faded away at a
Right.
at a train station.
The trio look at each other, concern evident on their face. Shadow the Hedgehog? Dead? Interior, Mayor's office. Night. A beaten up and broken Jason King, the mayor of Station Square, limps into his office. Sonic the Human beat him within an inch of his life, and now it's time to take his revenge. For the good of the city, that monster has to go. He approaches his desk. Suddenly, the door slams shut.
You don't mind if I turn on the lights, do you? Sinister and... Wait.
No, read that line!
Then follows.
This is Gerald breaking the fourth wall.
Dude, sarcastically, I'm in.
Jason turns towards the voice and is petrified with fear when he sees who it is. Gerald Robotnik.
Not who you expected. Don't worry. Most don't.
What do you want from me?
Oh, just a chat.
The room is illuminated, revealing the devious smirk on Gerald's face. He sits in a chair, with two more behind Jason.
Please, have a seat.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you about Eggman.
Oh?
You helped me once, didn't you? When he was framed for... You helped me once. Oh my god. You helped me once, didn't you? When he was framed for murder of dozens of people. You defended him.
What do you mean framed? Everyone knows he did it.
Idiot! The man was too smart to do something so stupid. He didn't actually attack that village. To think otherwise is neither naivety or simply revisionism.
What are you getting at?
You're more intelligent than that, King. I'm saying that the government, specifically the military, framed him. For what purpose, I can't say.
Go on.
Well, if you insist. Honestly, I don't have proof, only theories. However, can safely say that this is no simple conspiracy. You may be familiar with Project Shadow.
Come on, man. It was a little more than a decade, my guy.
The government project from over a decade ago? You're saying that it actually existed?
Oh, it did. And it still does.
I don't believe you. If this was the case, the public would have been made aware of it a long time ago.
Of course they wouldn't. That's the whole point of a secret project.
But the shadow we have now doesn't even remotely resemble the project specifications.
So stupid.
Wait, this next line.
Idiot.
Hello? Hello? King? Anyone home? You gotta think.
Hello?
You gotta think.
Wait, the next line.
But the shadow we have now doesn't even remotely resemble the project specifications. I've seen it with my own eyes. He can't even change into a human.
What?
Huh?
What?
Dude, what?
Not without extensive surgery. However, that was never the intent of the project. He was to operate alongside the so-called good guys as a double agent.
What?
Look how well that went. He helps them on a daily basis. Some double agent he turned out to be.
All the better, as far as I'm concerned. At least this way, I can keep an eye on him.
What?
Please, Mr. King, as head of the anti-rebel government task force, I'd be a poor excuse for a spy if I couldn't tell when one of them had gone rogue.
You're saying there's a mole in the group?
It would appear so.
Jason looks out of his office to the foyer of City Hall, where there on the floor lies Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, and Silver.
So, is it Eggman?
Gerald steps up from his chair and heads over to the door.
That's a very intelligent guess, but I'm afraid I can't tell you that. Goodbye, Mr. King.
Jason stands and grabs his sleeve to hold him back.
No, wait! Tell me what's going on!
Gerald closes his eyes and sighs loudly. He then turns to the mayor and looks him square in the eye.
Very well. If I tell you, you must swear to me that you will never reveal the contents of this conversation to anyone. Ever!
I swear.
Gerald takes a deep breath.
I swear.
His tail.
The public story is that the project was discontinued
Please,
due to being
don't kick
insufficient,
my
overly
ass.
expensive,
I
and
swear.
ultimately
I'll keep it a
unsuccessful,
secret.
And that's only because that's what the government wants you to think.
Gerald turns and heads back to his seat. He sits down and looks at the floor, reminiscing about the past.
The truth is, we had a success of sorts. The problem with it was, we couldn't control it.
He pauses again.
Surely you remember the Daedalus initiative.
It was a government. It was a government job all along.
Oh, yes. Forgot the public wasn't supposed to know about that.
It was a joint military-civilian experiment developed right here in the capital. It was meant to create a new form of super soldier, one that would benefit the U.S. no end.
But something went wrong, as it always does.
Gerald hesitates to answer.
That's putting it lightly. One day the project just disappeared. All funding was cut off, all research was destroyed, all staff was missing.
What happened to it?
No one knows. One day it was there and the next it was gone. Literally, the only remaining evidence.
Gerald looks at the glowing PlayStation 2 console on the table outside the room.
It was the game that it was apparently based on.
What the fuck is that?
What is going on? Okay, keep going.
What game?
A game called Shadow the Hedgehog. A game developed by the research team themselves, based on the exploits of one of the candidates.
The government made a game about one of their experiments?
Gerald nods.
Seems silly, doesn't it? But yes, they did. It is classified as one of the U.S. military's most embarrassing secrets.
Why?
Wow.
Because the final product doesn't look anything like the genuine article.
That's embarrassing.
The government spent millions of dollars on that project, and all they got in return was a fucking joke.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out. What the fuck?
The game is a joke?
Far from it. The game was a blueprint. The joke is the final build.
Gerald once again glances outside to the bodies on the floor.
What did the final product look like?
Imagine, if you will, a creature that shares the strong build and intelligence of a human, but with the speed, reflexes, durability, and appearance of a hedgehog.
What the fuck?
A hedgehog?
Yes, a hedgehog. And not just any hedgehog, but the incarnate.
Read that line! No, read that line! Read that line!
Devon, read it now.
Read it again! Read it again! Straight face! Straight face! Read it again!
Go.
From the top.
Calm down. Hold on.
From the top.
Run
From
it
the top.
back! Run it back!
Yes, a hedgehog. And not just any hedgehog, but the incarnation of Satan himself. That's what the project ultimately yielded.
Wow.
Gerald points outside to the unconscious body of Silver the Hedgehog.
That monster out there is the final version of the Daedalus initiative. He's the only surviving prototype. The others were either killed in containment breach that happened about a decade ago, or they vanished with the rest of the project to unknown whereabouts.
Why was a hedgehog chosen to be the candidate?
That I do not know. The files on that were among the few that were destroyed before the government pulled the plug on the project.
Gerald gets up from his seat once more.
But of course, that's all the context I have for you. What you choose to do with it is entirely up to you. Meeting over.
Gerald heads to the door and opens it.
Wait, that's it? Meeting over?
I have nothing more to say to you on this matter, Mr. King.
Well, what about me? What am I supposed to do about Silver?
That's your problem, not mine.
Gerald exits the room without another word. Jason's eyes nervously follow him out the door, but then dart over to Silver once again. Lying there. No motion. Jason slowly gets up from his seat and starts heading over to him. He's still nervous. He doesn't know what the hedgehog is capable of.
Hey, asshole. You're not dead yet.
He gives Silver a push with his foot. He groans, but doesn't open his eyes.
Hey, when you wake up, I'm gonna kill you. Slowly.
The mayor of a city, by the way.
Holy shit.
He gives him another kick. He groans once again, and this time his eyes open a crack. He grumpily sits up, clutching his head.
Fuck. My head feels like shit.
He looks over and sees that it's Jason standing nearby.
Hey, dipshit.
Hello, devil.
Great. Fucking great.
Glad to see you again. So what's new?
A lot's new, actually, but I'm sure you don't care about that. Oh, that's you. I'm fucking tired, dude. I'm so done. I can't fucking stand this script, dude.
Following suit, Eggman, Knuckles, and Tails all slowly come to.
Where are we?
Tails and Knuckles look over and, based on the look in their eyes, see each other for seemingly the first time.
You! What the hell are you doing here?
Me? You're one to talk? What are you doing here?
Wait, what's going on?
Yes, what is the meaning of this?
Tails and Knuckles immediately go to barking at each other, not answering any questions that are directed at them.
Ah, dear. Glances at the PlayStation 2 and the headgear lying on the table near them. I'm not sure if this machine worked like it was supposed to.
What's going on here?
Looks at the headgear. It would appear, points at the headgear, that the virtual reality systems worked as planned. We got into the game alright, and were able to look around for intel, all standard, except I think something may have gone wrong as we exited the simulation.
Thank God for that. Looks at the group. Did anyone catch any sight of that damn egg carrier or one of the missing Chaos Emeralds?
No. Gestures to Tails and Knuckles. But our friends here may have lost their memory.
What?
Tails and Knuckles don't answer. Instead, they just continue to look at each other with a mixture of fear and anger.
Speaking to Tails, what's wrong, little one? What?
What's wrong, little child? What's wrong, little one?
Tails seems to be struggling to form words. Eventually, he settles on growling at Knuckles in anger.
What? Speaking to Knuckles, and you, big guy?
Knuckles' response is to bark at Tails, but not in anger. It's more like he's trying to provoke him.
Their fucking programming was erased. They turned back into animals.
What?
Wait,
continue.
Yeah, they're fucked. Alright, well, I guess we're moving on. I don't even know who the fuck decided that this group would be more effective if we split up, but they're an idiot. They're stupid. They're dumb. Idiotic.
Eggman exits the room without another word. Jason shrugs and begins to follow. Silver watches the three leave.
Whispering to himself. The group's falling apart.
He too exits the room. As all members exit the room in sequence, the camera hangs behind. Ominously, we begin to slowly pan over to the screen displaying the PlayStation 2 on the table. As we draw closer and closer, we see that the screen is displaying the first level of Sonic Adventure 2. After a moment, a hand enters from the side of the screen and changes the channel.
What the hell is this shit?
And there you have it, Snapcube with Sonic fans. A crazy, wild, and hilarious episode of Sonic Destruction by Snapcube. If you want to see more of her work and fandoms, make sure to check out her channel. If you like this reaction episode, give me a like, give me a sub, and make sure to spread the word of my channel to your loved ones and to your friends. And as always, the SOB will continue with more reactions, so make sure to stay tuned. And if you have a request, let me know in the comments section. I will read it, and I will consider it. Until next time! My amazing fans and viewers, the SOB is out. Peace!